Hello friends and welcome to another Pauper League. Today we're going to be playing with Cleansing Wildfire again. Similar colors to what we were playing last time, but a few different choices as to what cards we're going to be running. So this is a Jund Wildfire deck, and you might notice several similarities to the mostly Rakdos list I was running previously, and you might also notice several differences. So we're still running the Galvanic Blast and Lightning Bolt, Cast Down and Chainer's Edict as our choice cards for removal, Cleansing Wildfire obviously, and this is where our lists are going to vary a little bit. I'm running Llanowar Visionary, Sarulf's Packmate, and Penumbra Spider as our green creatures here, and Penumbra Spider is actually the card that is replacing Bonder's Ornament today. I remember when I was building this list a while back, my choices, I'd actually narrowed it down to Bonder's Ornament and Penumbra Spider, and I decided I wanted to play Bonder's Ornament a little bit more than the Spider, because it gives us the card advantage, it gives us the colored mana that could be important to cast our black spells. Since that choice has been taken away from us, I'm going for my runner-up, number 2 choice. Penumbra Spider should be pretty good against Faeries, and any deck that's running a lot of removal. Otherwise, we also got Annoyed Altisaur here at the top end, which also has reach and is able to cascade into boarding party if we're real lucky. Otherwise, it casts a lot of things in our deck. As far as the sideboard goes, there are definitely a few differences here between what I was doing for the other deck and what I'm doing here. First off, our choice for enchantment destruction is Multani's Decree. And while it costs a lot more money than a lot more mana than what we were using before, can't remember the name of the card off the top of my head, but it was an instant, costs 2 mana, destroys all auras. This one destroys all enchantments, and you gain 2 life for each enchantment destroyed this way. So if we're playing against Bogles and we are able to get to 4 mana, this thing can really turn the tide, destroying all their auras and gaining us a little bit of life so that we can get back into the game. We're also running 3 Fiery Cannonade. We're not running any Krark Clan Shamans in this version. I'm also not running the Deadly Dispute Ichor Wellspring in this particular list. We're focusing on a few more creatures, including the Visionary, of course. We also got 4 copies of Weather the Storm. This deck is particularly bad against Burn, so I wanted to have a card that was particularly good against Burn, and Weather the Storm seems to be one of the best. We've also got some artifact hate, Ancient Grudge and Gorilla Shaman. Affinity is not dead, don't believe the hype. People are still trying to bring the deck back, so who knows, we could fight some Affinity decks in this league, so I wanted to be ready. And finally, we got some Pyroblasts to round it off. I expect our matchup against Faeries to be fairly good, but hey, if I can counter one of their spells for a single red mana, that's pretty decent. So I'm going to take that option. Generally, if I'm running red, I'm probably going to have some number of Pyroblasts on the board. This hand looks great. We got Cleansing Wildfire. We can go get Swamp with that, so we can activate our Chainer's Edict, so we can cast our Chainer's Edict. Our opponent is keeping 7, so let's keep 7 as well. Good morning, Titan Rising. Hey, if I can make your day a little bit better, well, that is a huge bonus. Alright, got lots of lands here, would like some spells. So we're starting off against Dimir Faeries. I like that one. We're going to be able to play that on turn 3. Seems good. So let's see here. Got lots of red stuff. Gonna need the Tree of Tails eventually anyways. So yeah, let's just play the tree since we're gonna need the double green mana for the spider. And go get Swamp. The spider here is making Snuff Out look not so great. They can snuff out the front end, but then we get a 2/4 black token, which cannot be snuffed out. They're really going to need a counter spell for this thing. And if they hold up counter magic, we might try and go for like a Chainer's Edict Cleansing Wildfire turn. Decide what we're going to do once we untap and see our draw. Speaking of which, I'm going to hit F6 here. I'm tapped out. I have nothing to do. So no reason to be using my clock during the opponent's turn when the only thing I could possibly do is, I think, Snuff Out. And just between you and me, I'm not running any Snuff Out in this list, so don't tell anyone. This is the deck that you're considering to buy in paper after Black Sack. Bannings took both your tournament decks away. Oh, shit. Played Tortex, but going to time 75% of the time is exhausting. You know, I haven't actually played Tortex in the current meta. It's been a long time, actually, since I played Tortex. I don't think I've even played it on stream at all. Alright, this is actually looking like a pretty good opportunity to kill a ninja. So I'm thinking we'll probably go Ninja Wildfire. I don't know, like, they're almost certainly not going to be able to counter the Spider. I think we actually just play Spider here. Hey, Stream Team. And that's really cool, Titan Rising, that you're, the two decks that you're looking at buying are some of my favorites. I love Wildfire Cascade lists and Pauper, and, I mean, Black Sack is my baby. That's one way of looking at it, John. That's more of like a paper mindset, I think. Whereas on Moto, if we finish before the time is up, we just get to go into another match of Magic. Yeah, thank you. I was thinking, that eventually, like, this card is just so good against the opponent. It's almost certainly going to be able to keep the ninja and everything else at bay. So yeah, turn 3 Penumbra Spider is where it's at. Hey, Ferret Chippy. I think a lot of, ooh. Ooh, okay. This makes things difficult. What are we going to do now? Where they have the Monarch. Maybe we'll draw a Monarch card off the top. Not that lucky. We can't really attack into Thorn. We could Edict, Wildfire, and then set up another Edict next turn, I guess. Mons, hello? It's good, this deck? It's okay. Let's see how it does in the league. It's been a while since I've played it. Alright, let's draw a card first. Maybe I can find a Cast Down. Or a Lightning Bolt. So let's see here. We don't, like, we only have the one swamp, so we can't go get more black mana. I guess we'll just go get a mountain. And we draw forest. Okay. Monarch mechanic. Definitely paying dividends for the opponent. Gonna need some Cascade cards here. Oh, no, not lands. Need Cascade cards. If we cast the Chainer's Edict, they're just gonna counterspell it. And that's like all of our mana. We could play Ardent Elementalist into Packmate. Oh, we don't quite have that much mana. I'm gonna have to start playing a little bit faster here, because it looks like we're going to lose to the Monarch this game, so I don't want to be down on time as well as down a game. Hey, the scorecard is back. That's cool. Oh, yeah, sure. You can deal me 1 damage. That's no problem. Oh, no! The case of too many lands. Getting countered all day. Oh, this was you, John? How dare you? You know what's going to happen next game? We'll get 2 lands and that's it. Okay, Lightning Bolt, get rid of the Thorn, maybe? Yeah, I understand that frustration. Oh, yeah, okay, well, I had plenty of lands this time, so I'll just get rid of a few lands, and the deck will be better, and then you just get screwed all the time. Yeah, that's the plan, Stream Team. Gotta use our mana, so let's get their counter spells. Kill that Thorn of the Black Rose. Get that Death Touch out of here. Now we got a good blocker. I probably can't win this, but I can gain time on the clock. And I have a good blocker, so their attacks are fairly bad. Which means it's going to take them a while to win. So maybe over the course of this game, I can mill them out or get them to clock out. And yeah, I also have the Cascade card, so maybe I can like Cascade into Monarch. I don't know. While it's true that I've almost certainly lost this game, I can still get value out of it. Oh shit, I missed that, Shauna. Yeah, or I could just draw more lands. I think my MTG premium must have run out. So yeah, we're good and dead. Yeah, we don't have a lot of sweepers available here. This is supposed to be a good matchup, but that Thorn of the Black Rose just ran away with the game. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 lands and 21 cards. More than half the land count from the deck. All right, enough whinging. No more complaining about that. Let's move on to sideboarding in the next game. Gonna want to bring in some Pyroblasts. Cannonade seem pretty good against fairies and ninjas. Take out the edicts. Yeah, good point. Titan Rising. It's a game full of variance, so sometimes variance is going to it's going to serve you up a loss. It's frustrating, but you know, if you want a game without variance, play chess. Playing Pauper is misery, and still you're here. Thank you for sticking around. Oh, you charmer. Cast Cleansing Wildfire to destroy opponent's island. They immediately go get another island, put it into play. Seems like a solid plan. I will cast Cleansing Wildfire to destroy opponent's Karoo lands or Tron lands. So we got another green source. Let's go get Mountain And play another turn 3 Penumbra Spider is the plan. One card bottom, one card top. Ooh, Cannonade. That could come in handy. We could just kill these, get a 2-for-1. On the other hand, getting this thing into play seems really good. So I'm kind of thinking either foretell the Packmate or hold up mana for Cannonade. If we foretell the Packmate, we have Cast Down available. Also chasing the dream of eventually finding a Pauper deck that is both good and interesting and doesn't look like a limited deck. Okay, well, this is the place where you might find it. Could you give me some hints as to what that would look like? I always kind of liked how Pauper decks really feel like they fit into the color pie. Blue decks really feel blue. Red decks feel red. Ooh, Hydroblast. Ugly. Is the familiar deck still good? Oh yeah. Big time. Okay. Now we don't have the mana to Cannonade. Will we play Familiars someday? Yep. Yeah, I'll play that someday. Oh, shit. Should have saw that coming. I mean, like, I own the deck in paper. I've just never played it online because it's a difficult deck to put everything together with. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's a little bit outside of my wheelhouse, but I've never let that stop me before, so I don't see why I should now. And then, you know, as a bonus Titan Rising, a bunch of those limited cards are good in Pauper, so win-win. All right, so I got 7 lands with different names. Let's start making zombies. Yeah, Titan Rising. You know what I'm talking about. There's some decks that are just better in paper because once you demonstrate the loop, you can just do it quickly. And then, you know, like on online, you just have to click it out the whole time, which is a lot. All right, come on now. I do have Cascade cards in the deck. Yeah, Shauna, you might really like the familiars list. Would not call that one straightforward. And it does a lot of different things. Infinite life combo, mill the opponent combo. That's a good one. Snuff out. Oh, they have another Hydroblast? Crap. Oh, they're tapped out. Let's see what we can draw. Dinosaur? I don't even want to play Crimson Fleet Commodore, because then they attack me and take the Monarch. Yeah, good one there. Good Relic of Progenitus. Yep. That's definitely going to do the trick. Oh, what? I still get my token? It's not like Undying, friends. It's just a death trigger. And there's the Ninja of Deep Hours. Alright, so they use the Snuff Out and the Hydroblast. The reveal Counterspell. But they're tapped out here, so again, with a good draw, we draw Dinosaur. Hey, Tors. Just having some struggles here with drawn spells. You know how it is. A little bit of variance. We'll get through this game and then start in on another one. Hopefully get some better draws. Yeah, we've all been there. Titan Rising. Cheers. Oh, I think I'm dead too. We're going to take one more draw to find one more land, and then we'll concede. So one of the reasons why I like this deck versus the various Faeries deck is because of the Cascade cards, where we can cast 2 spells for 1. And unfortunately, in this match, we didn't see any Cascade cards, so is what it is. We can keep this. Yeah. Let's just try and clear that last match out of our minds. Don't need that kind of frustration weighing on this match. Let's just go into this one fresh. Hey, all right. Well, thanks a lot for coming by. Cheers from Halifax. All right, so we're playing against Walls. Yeah, I should have. One of the reasons why I kept it was because they can take the Monarch with Thorn of the Black Rose. So I wanted to have Shrek so that I would have the option of taking the Monarch that way. Oh, of course. I want to draw all the lands all the time. We're going to 0-3 this league just because I draw all lands all the time. That's the plan. Alright, so we got lots of red, got lots of green. Let's just go ahead and get the swamp. And we get cast down. Nice. 2 removal spells against the Walls player that's stuck on lands. Seems good. Alright, so we got 4 mana. If we play the Visionary, draws us a card, gets an extra mana for later. We don't need to remove anything right now. We could play the Penumbra Spider, but that's not getting us as much value as it would versus other matchups. We could play the Packmate, which is good for our mana, but we do have a tap land here which we could play, or we could hold up Lightning Bolt. I think I'm going to play Visionary Bojuka Bog, but let's see what we draw off the Visionary. Never seen my legs? Oh, it's probably wow. Okay, totally lost the train of thought there. That's alright. Never seen my legs? That's because I'm sitting at a desk. I don't have to wear pants. Thinking probably go for Packmate here. Alright, let's start getting some damage in. I guess I could... Yeah, I'm just going to hold up Lightning Bolt. Let's start getting damage in. We gotta win the game eventually. Show feet channel point reward. It's not that kind of channel, my friend. But it could be. How does Pauper feel at the moment? Feels good. Think that there's a lot of potential here, and I'm excited to see where the format goes. Galvanic Blast, 3 artifacts. Alright. Just sold 5-year boarding parties for 10 ticks? They're at 10 tickets a pop? Oh, that's awesome. I have an extra boarding party. I'll have to sell it. I've been holding on to it because the price was low for a while, but if the price is at a high now, this is the perfect time to sell. Okay. Opponent's like, hold on a second. You play removal. I'm out of here. Ah. Our sideboard isn't that great against their deck. We could bring in Pyroblast because they're playing the combo version. This allows us to counter the combo cards. The blue cards that allow them to untap their walls, or the door. I think it's called Secret Door or something like that. Fiery Cannonade hits their X ones. Yeah, Spider's coming out. Not a huge fan of Edict. Cannonade isn't too good. I mean, Pyroblast isn't too good either. Well, yeah, they're important stuff for O3s and O4s, but the 1/1s are actually pretty important too because they're playing Quirion Ranger, and that allows them to untap their wall, make, twice the mana, as well as Llanowar Elf, and what's the other one? Caretaker. Oh, that's an O3. Okay, well that's a different story. I thought it was a 1/2 for some reason. I guess I mixed it up with the elves card. Jaspera Sentinel. Okay. Just play one Cannonade then. Hey, a card with Cascade. Of course, this would be a hand that doesn't have Wildfire in it. Oh, that could be a problem. Okay, they're starting with Winding Way. Aquarian Ranger. Let's hit him with an Edict. I used to. I used to play in real life, but I haven't done that in a long time. Yeah, I used to go out to the local game stores. How many times a week would I play? Geez, like 5 times a week? But since COVID started, uh, I generally haven't gone out to the game stores, and with the streaming, that's brought down my time for gaming, even more. So I made my choice, and I would rather, play on Moto, hang out with all of you. Cannonade looks pretty good here, huh? Got rid of a little bit of their mana. Oh, yeah. We could have definitely waited, let them fill up the board, and then gone for Cannonade plus Bolt. Try to get a little bit more value out of it. Well, having an untapped land here is pretty good because it gives us access to boarding party next turn. All right, well, thanks a lot for coming by, Titan Rising. Catch you next time. I wanted to attack with the boarding party. Got so excited to finally be able to cast a Cascade card. Although that does mean our shields are down here. The resources on board aren't exactly that hot. They can explode pretty quickly. It's probably what they're thinking about right now. How to use this opportunity while I'm tapped out in order to flood the board. This is where we get to practice a little bit of patience as the opponent decides what they're going to do. We've got quite a bit of pressure in our creatures, and we have the Monarch. Got Pyroblast to kill this. All right. Lots of removal. I like it. Yeah, and they concede to that. I remove their walls, and I just got so much pressure going on that they're going to move on to the next one, and we will too. Ooh, okay. So Cleansing Wildfire match. This is I figured it was Jeskai. Maybe they have white cards in hand already. They just want another island. Edoxy, hello? There's the white mana. For the Snowlands, it's because I can just go into when I'm making the deck, I just search snow covered, and then it puts all my lands onto the board for me, onto the screen. So I don't have to search swamp and then search forest and then search mountain. Yeah, exactly, Scouter. There are so few cards that are going to punish Snowlands. I just don't think that it's worthwhile to play around that. Yeah, Jeskai Ephemerate, exactly. No cards with Augur. So I want to bolt the Augur so I can play Crimson Fleet Commodore on my turn. Missing land drops. Not where you want to be as a Cascade deck. Ah, I see what happened. John left. Yes, I have played against New Affinity. Alright, so they're holding up Ephemerate here. Probably just have to throw 2 removal spells at this. Hey Chuck, thanks for the host. I would love to see Monarch out of the format. Get rid of these cards, please. Hold on a second. We have lethal. How many artifacts do we have? We don't have enough artifacts! Oh my god! And we don't have enough red mana to kill. We'll just double Galv Blast them next turn. Ooh, get rid of the Dispel out of hand. We also just have, lethal with both creatures here. So they need blockers, they need to kill my creatures, and they need counter spells. Alright, so they're tapped out. Good thing. Good thing I looked at their life total. A lot of damage here in the 1 mana slot. Alright, I have not spent much time with Jeskai. I think my list for Jeskai is, like, actually just stupid. If I even have it. Yeah, I don't even have Jeskai on here. Alright, so playing Muldrifters, playing Elementalists. Guess we bring in Pyroblast. Try and counter their counterspells. Cannonade seems okay. Hits a couple other things. Wish I had a better idea of their list. Maybe no change is the right way to go. Spider seems kind of so-so. No green mana. I would have kept this if we had a wildfire. Ugh, get out of here. Banned. Nice draw. Let's see. We got some black mana with Darkmoss Bridge. I think we go get Mountain. Ooh, Altisaur. About time you showed up. Muldrifter? And a tap land. Okay. So they don't have anything to interact with us this turn, so we can Wildfire and kill this. We could Elementalist and kill this. I think we go Elementalist, get Wildfire back to hand, and kill this thing. I don't know, it's close. The Wildfire draws a card, ramps us. Probably go Wildfire, actually. so we can Altisaur next turn. I mean, Counterspell takes care of the 6/5. Alright, so they're holding up Blue Elemental Blast this turn. Ooh, and late to dinner, the Muldrifter. No, I don't have Pulse of Marasa. Ooh, a Spider. Would like one more mana. Tie-Dye Gamer, hello, hello. Oh, they're going for an... Oh, Stonehorn. I hate this card. We maybe have the spell. I definitely... I know they definitely have Blue Elemental Blast, but the pause, the way they tapped the blue mana last turn, kind of feels like they do have Dispel. I actually brought in Penumbra Spider to replace the Bonder's Ornament. I already had the I already had the Ardent Elementalists in the deck list. Oh no, another Stonehorn Dignitary? Just infinite dignitaries? Oh, okay. Well, there's definitely a few options depending on what your list was looking like. Ardent Elementalist is a great card to put in that deck. Penumbra Spider is a good card to put in that deck. You could play Geomancer's Gambit. Owlbear's fine. Yeah, Elementalist is just a really good magic card. blue decks have used its the similar card for a very long time. Oh wow, they're tapping out here. We're going to be able to attack for a ton. Ooh, and Edict. All right, let's start with Boarding Party. See what that hits. Get Packmate. Let's draw a card. If you have enough artifacts, and it is a 4/3, but yeah, if you have enough artifacts for it, it's a great option. Math is for blockers. I'm just going to attack all and see where that puts us. Looks like lethal to me. Oh yeah, 21 damage. One land. This hand looks absolutely terrible. Let's mulligan. Yeah, we're terrible against burn. This deck is just really, really bad versus burn. We'll keep this. Probably get rid of the boarding party. I don't know, like, we have the Visionary to ramp us towards boarding party. I guess we could get rid of a land. And yeah, that's one of the reasons why we have so much removal in this deck, so that we can deal with those early starts. 4 Lightning Bolts, 4 Galv Blasts. Different arts on your planes? I'm wondering if Bojuka Bog is going to be good against the opponent. We haven't seen a lot of what they're doing. If they're Bully, Bojuka Bog is good, and I want to keep it in hand. If they're White Weenie, Bojuka Bog is bad, and I want to play it. I guess I can wait a little bit on the Bojuka Bog. Yeah, yeah, they gotta be Boros. If they were White Weenie, they would have cast creatures. They would not have cracked the clue. Oh, wow. Another Plains. Yeah, I mean, I'll take one, no problem. 1 damage is no big deal. I got a ton of life. So many hit points. I think that if they were Soul Sisters, they would... Oh my. They are Soul Sisters. I'm sorry, they are White Weenie. It's not Soul Sisters. Pretty sure this is White Weenie, and they get to kill my, my friggin' Great Furnace. Alright. Pretty sure Cathar Commando means that they are White Weenie. I don't think I've ever seen a Boros deck with this main. I mean, I wanted to play my artifact lands as soon as possible because I had the Galv Blast. But yeah, I played into their hand. Of course, Skyfisher, return a Plains, play a Plains. They have 2 mana again. Cartouche. Oh, wow. Okay, this is an interesting deck. Oh, Lightning Bolt isn't going to kill that. So I can cast this down. Or I can play Visionary. I would love to have the extra mana. And that one white land, they might be able to give their creature like protection from black or something. I'm going to play Visionary. For a second there, I thought that was Mana Tithe. I thought we were going to get tithed. I was shaking in my boots. Like all the removal, though. Hey, I've seen it. People play the card. Okay, so they're tapped out, so let's swing with some removal here. Kill this. Kill this. I think I'm willing to take 3 here. So that we can boarding party next turn. No Mana Tithe. They're going to trade a Cathar Commando for the boarding party. So my boarding party was worth 2 Cathar Commandos. Oh, no, okay. They're just going to take the damage and attack with Cathar Commando. Wonder if they have Rally the Peasants. That would be a huge hit. Although, no, they probably wouldn't have Rally the Peasants. They'd have something else to give their creatures +2/+2. So yeah, we could be taking a ton of damage here. Alright, it's just 4. There's Journey for the boarding party. Yeah, there is Stream Team. I think that one only gives +1/+1, but it's counters. Hey, Mengu! Thank you so much for the raid! Damn! Raid City. We're having Wild Party over here with Jund, Wildfire, it's Cascade deck. Playing against White Weenie, trying to figure out how we're going to stay alive. Thinking we might start with a Wildfire. We could play Commodore, kill the Cathar Commando, and then hope that we can just keep the Monarch with our 2 blockers. So welcome Raiders, my name is Cooper. I play Pauper and Modern. And try and have a good time. And Mengu, thank you again for the raid. So kind of you. What were you playing today? How did you do? Okay, We get to keep the Monarch for a turn. That's a big deal. Unfortunately, we're drawing lands here. Let's see if we can draw something else. Let's get a mountain. Galv Blast. Decent. Okay. Let's play the bridge. They only have 2 cards in hand, but they could have something that gives their creature protection from red. So I'm afraid to throw this Galv Blast at a creature. I think we're just going to pass the turn, draw a card for the Monarch, and try and respond to whatever they're doing. Okay. If we get to hold on to the Monarch for another turn, I think we win. Okay. I mean, bouncing the Journey isn't very good. Ah, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you bounce that, draw another card. Okay, so they're actually tapped out here. Could be a good opportunity to just kill this Skyfisher. We've got 3 artifacts. I'm not too sure what you wrote, my friend. Vince Barcelona, thank you for the follow. Any the player, thank you for the follow, friends. Draw a card with a Visionary, get a Galv Blast, kill this. Turbo Fog, hello. And that should be a win. What's up with the new ban list? Do you enjoy it? Yep. Yep. So far it's been fine. I definitely miss Bonder's Ornament because I enjoyed playing with it, but I can see that it was, you know, it was a card that didn't maybe belong in Pauper. There's still some cards that we could definitely say that about. I think that the Monarch cards also have to go. Ephemerate is on my wish list of cards to get the axe, but it was definitely a good start. Alright, so playing against White Weenie, we're going to want the Fiery Cannonade. Decree might be okay. Like, they have the Journey to Nowhere, and they have at least one aura. They might have, like, another aura that says protection from a color of your choice. Poor Atog. Yeah, Atog has been around since the start. It was kind of a Pauper staple, but every once in a while we have to give up on these cards that we love and have been playing since the beginning of the format because the format was broken. Yeah, I miss Atog. I think it was a wonderful card, but it deserved to go. It needed to go. Yeah, Monarch is a commander mechanic. It's a multiplayer mechanic. And it does not belong in the Pauper format. I've enjoyed playing with it, but it's just I don't know how to describe it properly. It destroys games. I like the Penumbra Spider here. I think actually, like, even though the Monarch thing worked out well for us in that case, the opponent has flying creatures, they're going wide. I don't think we want to be putting the Monarch onto the battlefield here because they could potentially just take it from us and then we lose. Could potentially take out a boarding party so that our curve is a little bit lower. Ah, the jig is always up. Hello, hello. I mean, they just needed to to think a little bit about how these things would affect Pauper and ban them before they went into the format. There are some cards that I think it's pretty obvious were going to be harmful to the format, like Chatterstorm. They when the Pauper lists were amalgamated, so Paper Pauper and Moto Pauper became the same thing. They pre-banned 3 cards: Sinkhole, Hymn to Turok, and High Tide. I think they could have done that with set releases as well, like Commander and whatever, so that we wouldn't have to, like spend 3 months playing with Chatterstorm or whatever, or Fall from Favor. Oh, this hand's great. I love this hand. Maybe just get rid of the Edict since we don't have any black mana. They pushed a little bit too far, I think. But then again, I definitely appreciate pushing the envelope. We're going to take this damage. I'm not interested in throwing out a lightning bolt. Cannonade will clean everything up for us. You know what? We might actually want to kill this one because it comes back. Maybe we'll kill it next turn. Okay, Wildfire. We don't have an indestructible land, and I'm not going to play out my Great Furnace to be destroyed by something that targets artifacts here. So let's just pass back. I can Lightning Bolt this end of turn and then Cannonade on their turn. I guess I can just Lightning Bolt this now so I don't take the damage, right? Right. All right, I think they... What are they going to do here? Okay, this is good for us. Want to bolt before attacks? Because of this exactly. Okay. Yep, you're right. Although, yeah, no, you're right. 100%. The question now is, do we want to Fiery Cannonade now or during their turn? I think we do it now because they're tapped out. They can't give themselves protection from red in any way. So we'll just clear the board here. And then next turn, probably play Packmate. Okay, Course Skyfisher, Returning Plains, play Plains, have 2 mana again. And crack the clue. Okay. Let's see what we get. Another Packmate. I think we'll just probably play Packmate here then. Because, like, Wildfire isn't really going to do anything here. We don't have an indestructible land. Okay, there's Journey. They still have 4 cards in hand here. Oh, the Lightning Bolt is decent. We'll let them cycle. Okay, now that they're tapped out, kill their creature. I already played a land, but this is a bridge, so we can Wildfire next turn. We have enough mana to Wildfire and Visionary. Can play out all 3 cards next turn. And we'll still have 3 cards in hand. Just wondering if I want to play the Visionary, see what we draw first, and then decide if I want to play the Wildfire, or if I want to play the Wildfire, see what I draw, and then make my decision if I want to play the Visionary. 4 mana, 2/2, draw 1? Yeah, try... I know, right? So bad. When they could have a 3 mana, 2/2, draw card, that adds mana. Let's see here. Got a lot of red and green mana. Let's go get Swamp. Get another land. Play Visionary. Get another land. All lands all the time. This is starting to look like match 1. Now, the opponent's flooding out a little bit too, but they still have 4 cards in hand. We don't know if they're holding all lands like we are. Looks like they aren't. Ooh, Acacian Javelineers. I don't know if I've seen that art before. This is from what, like Fallen Empires? No attacks, love it. Okay. Draw another land. Not what I wanted to see. Ah, okay. So that looks like a trade. Oh, no, they're not going to trade. Interesting that they throw it out like that and then not trade. Oh, they have another one. Jeez. Cheese and rice. They do have spells in hand. Oh, no. We're going to take so much damage this turn. Yeah, white creatures get +2/+2. All the way down to 4. We needed something else. And we needed to not attack there. We're pretty dead. We have to block the 2 commandos, then Javelineers kills us. I mean, okay, yeah, attack all. That's the best attack, no doubt. Now we're at 1, and Javelineers just kills us. Cast this, see if we can find a removal spell. Okay, we're still in it. Go get Lightning Bolt. And kill that. Cool. They have no cards in hand, so if we attack, and then they have Journey, we're dead. I'm going to hold back here. Another Elementalist. So if we get Cannonade, we kill both of our elementalists. Probably just go get Lightning Bolt then. Oh, I should have got the Lightning Bolt pre-combat. Now they can double block. I'm an idiot. Wow! We are so lucky! How did we win that game? Because, like, the Packmate comes down on turn 2, draws an extra card, so we get 3 draws to find a land. We should be able to find one. Not a great hand, though. Hey, Jay, do a little bit of stretches. You're playing computer for a long time. It's a good idea to stretch your wrists and your fingers. Yes, exactly. This is why your opponents are so slow they're talking with their chats. I've definitely had opponents mention in chat like, why are you so slow? So frustrating, damn it. And I tell them I'm talking to chat and they're like, yeah, right. It is a little bit frustrating though. From the other side, I can understand why people would not enjoy that, sitting around waiting as, I'm doing nothing. Yeah, right, prove it. Link your Twitch. I want to hold up Galvblast here. So I play my land before I cast the Packmate. Alright, nothing else to do. Hope we draw a land next turn. I mean, like, look, though, right? We're only a couple turns in, and I'm already 3 minutes behind. Okay, so they're holding up Spellstutter Sprite here. Or Counterspell. We're just going to foretell a Packmate, waste their mana. Oh, they did have a thing to do. I think we probably kill that so they can't ninja. And they don't get this back. Okay, we get another land. And we have, I guess they could have proper counterspell for our Packmate. Let's throw this down. See if it gets counterspelled. It does, sure. Play the bridge, pass back. Like, we're still smashing for 3 every turn. That's a quick clock. The problem with killing in response to ninjutsu is they get the Spellstutter Sprite in hand, whereas right now with 2 mana, the ninja is just rotting in hand, doing nothing. Nice draw. Now we get to play Spider. And they pretty much have to counterspell this. Yeah, okay. Okay. Cleansing Wildfire is pretty good, but I want to play Spider again. They've already used 2 counterspells, so it's unlikely they have another counterspell in hand. Young Dingo, thanks for the follow, friend. Wow, counterspell number 3. Enjoyed the speed run yesterday. Cthulhu, thanks for the follow. Yeah, you got it, buddy. All right, so we're going to play Elementalist here and get the Bolt back. Okay. So we got lucky in the sense that opponent was having a hard time with their lands. They didn't find any red mana. Fortunately, they did show us that they are Izzet and not mono blue. That's RNG right there. Something you got to worry about when you're speedrunning. You know, RNG is going to hit you. And when you get faced up against another streamer that's not paying attention to the game, it's going to kill your time. Also noticed, Young Dingo, you were keeping the timer running during the queue time when you're waiting for another opponent to join the match. That's some brutal RNG right there too. Maybe as a Blood Moon deck. Oh, could you imagine Blood Moon and Pauper? Shepherd John, thank you for the follow, friend. All right, so bring in Pyroblast, all 3. And I'm interested in Fiery Cannonade as well. Kills their fairies, kills their ninjas. Yeah. Modern is going to be tomorrow. I play Pauper on days that begin with the letter T. And Modern on the other weekdays when I'm not, too burnt out from work. Not a huge fan of Crimson Fleet Commodore here. We're going to take that out. Chainer's Edict is kind of so-so. Do they have Snowlands? I mean, they have Skred. Yeah, Snowlands. Slabo, thank you for the follow, friend. Haven't seen Shock Troopa. Okay, hold on. I'll catch up on chat in a minute. I've got 45 seconds left to finish this sideboarding. Definitely want the Altisaurs. Boarding parties are fine. Spiders are great. Elementals are good. Visionaries are kind of so-so. And the Chainer's Edicts are kind of so-so. So maybe I'll take out an Edict and a pair of Visionaries. Alright, we'll do that. Okay, I'm new to Moto and started with PD because of budget. I'm growing my bot's credits to be able to get into Pauper. Cool. Any recommendations for staples to invest or playable decks as Pauper newbies? So like it really is going to depend on what kind of deck you enjoy as a person. Do you want to play Burn or Bogles? You want to play Stompies? You want to play Fairies? There's a lot of options for fairly low on the price tag. So, go with your heart, and your decks are going to be very cheap. So, whatever you want to get into is going to be good. But if you look at the blue decks, there's going to be a lot of cards in blue that are played in a lot of different, in a lot of different decks, the same cards. I think we mulligan this. Like, we've got this hand is garbage. I love mono black. I've been playing Black Sack for a little while. That deck is a riot. All right. We're going to try and play a little bit quicker here. We're definitely behind on the clock. Another boarding party? I only really wanted one of you. Yeah, I mean, mono blue fairies is a great place to start. Because you get the a lot of the blue cards that you're going to need for many other blue decks. It's fairly straightforward, so you're going to be able to be aggressive and learn the format while you're playing it. They have the Hydroblast. Unfortunate. Here comes Ninja. Okay, so we can kill the Ninja with Cannonade. I think it's important to get that Ninja off the table before we allow them to untap and draw a counterspell. Oh, they have another land there? That's gross. Oh no, another Hydroblast. This Ninja is going to bury us. Ninja of a Deep Grave. Definitely wish I had kept the, oh, they got Lightning Bolt now? Lightning Bolt just kills the boarding party right out. And we're just drawing lands. Not looking good. I think we're going to a game 3. Another Ninja? Woof. This is worse than the Monarch. I want my Cannonade back. And they can just Lightning Bolt this once it hits the battlefield. We're gonna go one more turn. We have Boarding Party. We could potentially like Boarding Party into Cannonade, but they have so many cards in hand. The Ninjas have just done so much work. We're toast. Yes, I did end up using Whisper Squad and Black Sack, and it was amazing. There's actually a video up on my YouTube. I'll put a link to my YouTube up in the chat there, and it was a very recent video. It even has the art of Whisper Squad as the thumbnail. And I'm going to continue playing Whisper Squad in that deck. It was sweet. Oh, that's true. Edicts don't get hit by their Hydroblast, neither to cast down. We could be playing Edicts. We got red mana for all of our removal. We got a Hydroblast, or sorry, a Pyroblast here. Let's keep this. Maybe we can make this hand work. Okay, our opponent is mulliganing heavily, down to 5 cards so far. So you're saying there's a chance? Okay. Yeah, yeah. The mulligans make this hand look way better. Give us a little bit of time, and we can get this boarding party out. Spell? Well, I mean, technically that is a spell. Should have been more specific. I wanted a Visionary. Visionary would still be fine, by the way, off the top. Only having 1 red mana here is painful. Okay. So if they ninja, they don't have Spell Stutter Sprite. Hello, hello? Need some lands. Oh, well, we'll kill the ninja next turn. They get 1 draw out of it. Still, that basically undoes their mulligan. Land. Okay, Visionary. It's a draw. So you can play the Visionary, draw a card, and then Galv Blast the Ninja. I think I would rather play the Visionary rather than the Packmate, because Visionary is making mana. Come on, lands. Ooh, the lightning bolt there. Alright, let's draw a card. Get some black mana. Next turn, we're ready to party. Okay, no ninja. Please, no ninja. Okay. partying the countering the Packmate, so we don't draw a card. And then Force Spike on the boarding party. Wow. Well, that was a 2-for-1. We got a Counterspell and a Force Spike out of their hand. And we're going to keep on partying until this game is over. Oh yeah, Penumbra Spider. And it resolves. Let's go. Oh, they're going to Hydroblast. Yeah, let's counter back. Okay, time to attack for 9. Is your last card a removal spell? It is. But they're out of cards, and I still have Boarding Party. I have Spider to block. We're looking in a really solid position now. I think we drew out. Oh, and another Spider. Got the GGs in chat. And that gives us a 4-1 with the Jund Wildfire. Fantastic. All right, friends. So here's the list that we were playing today. And I gotta say that I was pretty impressed by it. I was feeling kind of down after the first match. It was kind of frustrating, you know, like variance. Magic players, we know what that is. So, you know, like after we got over that first match and started winning, you know, felt a lot better about the deck choice, to be sure. And I think that this one definitely felt a little bit better than the mostly Rakdos list that I was playing previously. Having more creatures that we can play and put down early. Penumbra Spider was absolutely incredible against the Faeries decks, being, you know, a roadblock against their Fairies, keeping their ninjas in the hand. Definitely like the Elementalist. What can I say about Crimson Fleet Commodore? I'll be happy to see you go, friend. But while Monarch is a part of Pauper, it's, you know, an incredibly powerful thing, and you're going to want to have access to that. I also really liked the 4 Lightning Bolt, 4 Galv Blast, tons of pointed removal and reach, being able to just start throwing this at the opponent's face to get those wins. We didn't see any burn, thankfully, so no need for Weather the Storm. Fiery Cannonade did great. Pyroblast did great. Again, we didn't have any use for Multani's Decree, Ancient Grudge, and Gorilla Shaman, but those matchups didn't show up, and, you know, we did okay anyways. So would definitely recommend this deck if you're looking for a mid-range strategy in Pauper. And yeah, and for a mid-range deck, it has some pretty good play against control as well. So I think that this is definitely a fine option if you're looking to play Jund in Pauper. I mean, even if you're just looking to play Gruul, you can take out the black cards. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but you can. You could take these out and replace them with something else, some more red cards. Maybe even just put Cannonade right into the main so that you have a little bit of a better matchup against those aggro decks. But definitely had a fun time with this, and I think that I'll be picking this deck up again next time I want to play Boarding Party.